Why is Anthony Schwartz still on the Cleveland Browns? Let's talk about it. It's TMDE. What up, YouTube? What up, Facebook? And all the social media networks everywhere is TMDE Sports, where we cover all the latest sports issues and our beloved Cleveland Browns. Now, before we get to what we got to talk about today, let's introduce the cast. Oh, my God. Christy Acuity is in the building. Christy, what's good, baby?
I spent the day by the pool. Oh, it's so nice. Well, in between the rain showers, of course. It hit twice today so far, so waiting on a third round to come through. But, you know, that's what it is.
But you okay. Jay Bizzle is in the building. Jay, let him know what's good, baby.
Everything's good, baby. Glad to be back. Let's get it started. We got a lot to talk about.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, let's warn everybody first that JB cannot see us, so this is going to be a really fun show.
Great Christy, y'all just popped in front of the whole audience.
Yeah, actually, y'all just popped in. Y'all, I can actually see y'all now. So.
You can?
Yeah, but y'all is just a still picture, though. It's like Chris just froze on a smile and Deacon, you looking like you lost your puppy.
Aww.
I don't deal with dogs like that. But anyway, it is a wonderful day to be a Browns or Cleveland fan. The Cavaliers have acquired Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz in a blockbuster trade. The Cavs gave up Marketing, Sexton, and the other guy, but I can't even pronounce his name. And what I want to ask you guys real quick, this is a lot of people feel like this is big. I want to ask you guys, do the Cavaliers, we lost JB. Oh, wow, I can't believe it. Hey, keep it cracking. Christy, I want to ask, do you feel like now that the Cavaliers have acquired Donovan Mitchell, do you feel like the Cavaliers are bound for the Eastern Conference Finals?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I have no clue. All I've been paying attention to is Browns, and it's bye weeks in between preseason, the real season, and I've got too much stuff going on. I can't pay attention. But if I listen to Cavs Nation, then yes, Cavs are going to be great.
You can't get on the show and say, I don't know. You should have just been like,
I'm going to be honest.
And made up some shit.
I ain't gonna lie to my fans. That's why they love me, because I'm honest.
I appreciate your honesty and your journalistic integrity. I appreciate that. JB, how do you feel about? Do you feel like Donovan Mitchell makes the Cavaliers a contender in the Eastern Conference?
Well, what I can tell you for sure is that was a power move made by the Cleveland Cavaliers on landing Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell was the star of Utah for the last few years, and he's a closer. So. Man, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how far they can go. I do think that he was the missing piece that could actually lead the Cavs to a conference final and maybe get to the finals.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. I still feel like the Cavs, for real, I still feel like the Cavs need a wing. They need somebody else out there in that wing position that can penetrate and score. And I like Mobley. It's a couple different players. I just don't see it just yet. I think, because they missed the play-in, I think that they could be maybe a 5th seed, maybe 6th now. I just don't quite see them yet being able to contend with Brooklyn and the Celtics, man. Wow. Those type guys, I just don't see it yet in Miami. And, so it is what it is, but it is a power move. I do agree with you. But I think they got to get something else. Something, damn, the man scored he averaged 25 points a game. Sexton did like 20. That's only 5-point difference. But the problem, the good thing is Mitchell is a more consistent scorer. This guy's a 3-time All-Star, so he's going to bring the thunder. Is it enough? I don't know. But it is what it is.
We all know one person can change a team.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting though.
Yeah, it is. It is gonna be interesting. All right, let's move on. We got oh my God. Christy's Corner is in the building. And Christy wants to know and ask, why is Anthony Schwartz still on the goddamn
football? All during preseason, every single ball that he was thrown, just about, he dropped. He wasn't able to hold on to it, wasn't able to catch it, wasn't able to bring it in. He did a couple of nice catches during practice, but that's practice. I mean, like, you really think our defenders are going to go that hard on our offense during practice? No, not really. So why is Schwartz still on the team?
Oh God, JB, would you like to entertain this, or you want me to do it?
Man, all I'm gonna say is I agree with Christy. I mean, if you can't catch the ball, you don't deserve a roster spot, you know. And I'm just trying to see how long they're gonna hold on to him, because I mean, if you can't catch the ball in practice or in preseason, what makes you think, you know, I'm gonna believe you're gonna catch it in the season, you know, in the regular season, in big games, you know what I mean? Whatever you did in college don't matter now.
Right.
It's about what you're doing right now, and you know what you showing on the field, and what he's showing on the field right now ain't looking promising. So, I mean, you could say as a quarterback, you know, could be the reason why he ain't having a pretty good
season. Last season, you know, because last season, the whole reason why Baker got hurt is because Schwartz missed the ball that was thrown directly to him.
I'm glad he did.
And then Baker went and tackled the defender that caught the ball. So, you know, Schwartz, he's a known liability, a proven liability. He cost us our quarterback.
Well, he tried. He tried and got his ass ran over. You know, but it's, you know, I noticed something when I went to camp. When I can't spit it out.
Yeah, you were there the day that he caught that pass.
Yeah. When Brissett throws him the ball, he seems like he can catch it. When I watched Watson throw it, he dropped it. And I gotta say, I've noticed this about Brissett. The velocity on his ball is shot like a wounded duck. It gets there, but it doesn't get there pretty. And when Watson throws, it's like a bullet, and he doesn't know how to handle. You need, like you say, you need to get on that machine and catch them. He just can't catch that ball when Watson throws.
What about when Dobbs threw it to him? Did we pay any attention to when Dobbs was throwing it?
I don't remember. Dobbs even target. Dobbs was targeting other guys like Wims and stuff like that. I don't think he even targeted. He did
because Dobbs played more than Brissett did this preseason.
Yeah, but I think around that time when Dobbs came in, they was pulling Schwartz asses out, you know. And is he bait? Do we feel like he's going to be bait? Did they keep him to be bait? Just run down the field and take defenders with you to open up the middle? Maybe that's why they decided to keep him. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, you know what? Go ahead, Chris.
But, you know, I mean, the defenders are going to figure it out. If he starts pulling ass down the field and, you know, they see another guy breaking loose and they know Schwartz can't catch, more than halfway through the season, I think the defensive coaches that are playing against us are going to figure that out.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take a shot. If he's wide open, you got to throw it to him. And you just,
I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch it.
But see, you don't want to be that defender that he catch that long bomb on.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
You don't want to be that guy. You be that guy. You're gonna have a long season.
Dude.
Let Anthony Schwartz catch that ball.
I swear for God in the handbag, if that happens and Schwartz is wide open for a touchdown, he drops it. Cleveland is going to paper towel his house. They gonna make it look like Art Modell to return to Art Modell, dude.
I will let BFO talk smack about him. That's how loose I will be if Schwartz drops a touchdown pass where he is open. I will let BFO talk shit.
Man. Okay.
You got to worry about BFO.
Hey, but how fast is Schwartz? What he ran in the 40? Because I mean, if he got that kind of speed,
he qualified for the fucking Olympic trials, man.
But and that's why he on the squad still, because you got to respect that speed. I'm talking about you have to respect that speed. So if he's on the field,
then maybe they need to start handing him off of the ball because he cannot catch it.
They were saying today that he's not good on the sweep, like on the end around. He's not good at that either. I mean, dude, he they was just talking about that too. I'm like, damn. So I don't understand what is going. Just because he's a 3rd round pick. Look, if you're a bust, then you're
your losses.
That's it. It happens. Shit happens, and you gotta cut ties and put somebody in there.
How long did it take us to cut Johnny
Manziel?
after that season, I think that was a wrap.
Yeah,
You know, and he was the first round pick.
What a done!
One and done. So Cleveland, Stefanski, Barry, don't be afraid to pull the plug.
Yeah, who picked this guy? Who wanted him so bad?
Yeah, I had high hopes for him. I did, but dude, he's got it. He's on. When I say the ice is thin, his ass is it's cracked. He takes
Schwartz
one more step.
Is a family name. I really wanted him to do well too.
I did too.
I did too. I was rooting for him.
Well, of course we were rooting for him. He plays on the Browns. We want everybody that plays on the team to do well.
No, but I was rooting for him more in his personal life and getting his act together, and and really being the best player he could possibly be that I saw him doing, in college. I was really looking forward to seeing Johnny Manziel playing in the NFL. Man, I was really hurt when all that stuff came down. And
Johnny's ass, he didn't want to fucking play.
He had the world.
Man,
it was right here. He's like, oh, look, I've got it.
He too busy talking to the money phone and landing on pick flamingos and pools and shit. But anyway,
stupid these kids.
All right, we going straight to Bizzle's business. Yo, JB wants to talk about why do the Browns only have 2 tight ends? JB, let's go, baby.
All right. Well, I think the reason why this situation come about in Cleveland with 2 tight ends is because of the run game. First of all, you gotta, and number one, you don't have your starting quarterback in Watson, so you want to make sure that you got. I mean, they running the type of offense that they're running is 3 wide receivers, 2 wide receivers, two tight ends, and 1 running back.
No, so they run like 2. They run like 3 tight ends, maybe 2 receivers and a running back.
Well, they can't run 2 tight ends with 2 tight ends.
That's what's weird about it. Stefanski's mantra is a 3 tight end set. And I don't know if they're gonna bring somebody in. Maybe he's trying something different to fool everybody. Yeah, but so if somebody goes down at the tight end position, then what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got Harrison Bryant.
Is still young. Yeah.
You got Harrison Bryant waiting to back up. David Njoku, who actually improved from last season to this season, especially in his blocking schemes. But Harrison Bryant is a 6'5", 230-pound monster that's waiting to break out. Yeah, but he ain't going to be his year.
He's not athletic like Njoku. That's the thing. He can't move like Njoku. He run like he got molasses in his boots too.
No, he doesn't.
He's a big body in the red zone.
Yeah,
and that's all Brissett. And Brissett, that's all he gonna throw to. His tight ends in the red zone.
I love watching Harrison Bryant play just because anytime he makes a catch, he's like so excited about it. Anytime he makes a good block, because there's times he was out there blocking for Chubb and Hunt. He gets so excited about it. You could tell he really loves playing the game, and he's adorable. I love our tight ends. What woman doesn't love our tight ends? But Harrison's he's a ball of fun to watch. I love it. I love it when he's in. I think he's great.
But also, I think the reason why they're carrying only 2 tight ends, I was looking at the depth chart, and there's a lot of players on IR, and of course, Watson's suspended, but they're keeping that because you never know what's going to happen in the first 3 weeks of the season. So you got to look and see how your team plays and how they perform and what works and what don't, and then make adjustments. So they're probably keeping that spot open, looking to bring in somebody else too, depending on the performance of these 2 tight ends.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, because Stefanski's shown. I like Kevin. He's shown that he's not very creative when it comes to some of these play calls and some of these adjustments. When it comes to to me, your coach should be the overseer. He's not, he's the overseer. He's got the slaves on the field. You know what I'm saying? And he should be able to tell them, you going to the cornfield, you going to the house. But he's the overseer. And if there's too many slaves in the house, somebody got to come out. But he'll keep them in there, and then all the slave masters get killed.
Oh, jeez. That's a horrible analogy.
I know that was like a crazy analogy. I don't know.
Yes, it was. Let's just let Alex Van Pelt call the plays. That's all I have to say.
He said he's not doing that. He ain't doing it.
I know. He's, we got through a sophomore slump. We are into his junior year. So hopefully, maybe he will let someone else call a couple of different plays, or maybe it was just that a sophomore slump. So we'll have to wait and see.
They might have to do his ass like they did Hugh that year when they took it from him. And I was cracking up when they did that. I was like, wow, they took it. They said, you ain't calling the plays no more. And after that, Hugh got fired. It was over.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said, no, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I love Stefanski.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the players respect him.
Yeah, I don't want to see that happen to him, but it is what it is. All right, y'all, let's move on to the next one.
All right.
This is Deacon's Dilemma. And I want to ask y'all, what can we expect from Joe Woods' defense in 11 games? I want to ask y'all, what do y'all want? What do y'all think? Anybody can go first.
Go ahead, JB.
Okay. Well, I think you can look to see a definitely a better pass protection. Pass defense with his defensive schemes this year. So I would look forward to seeing how they defend the pass. So they're pretty good at defending the run. You know that Miles got that locked down with his D-line and crew. So it's going to be interesting to just see how they defend the pass.
Well, actually, JB, it's the opposite. The Browns are bad at run. People run all over. That's what they had a problem with.
Our secondary is pretty good.
Yeah, the secondary is the strength of the defense. The defensive line is the issue that we got, and people running all over. Yes,
not our bookends. Our bookends are fine. Clowney and Miles are fine. It's a team that needs work.
Yeah, our interior defense is what
you'll see game one. You'll see game one. You'll see game one. They ain't showing y'all all that. They're not gonna show you everything they got.
Right, exactly.
So just watch. Just remember what I told you. I already told you about Baker going to North Carolina and then beating out Donald over there. So I already told you.
They get it shit. All right.
Well, he earned that. JB said that the Panthers were going to win 28-21. I have it right here still. So, I don't forget.
Baker gonna throw them picks. They coming. Oh yeah. I also predict a fumble. He will throw 2 picks and he will fumble the ball.
He's gonna fumble in the backfield. You think he'll
in the
fumble
backfield? He's gonna fumble in the backfield. They gonna get at him. But
from a shotgun stance.
Did y'all hear about him trying to recant that statement that everybody was saying that what he was going to do to the Browns when he played them? He talking about he didn't say that.
Marcus.
Yeah, we was gonna actually talk about, but hold that thought, JB. Christy, what do you think about the defense? Hold that thought.
Okay, this is what I think about our defense. Joe Woods is always a little slow to start.
Correct.
But I think that this season that changes because we see a lot of fresh new faces in the defense that are going to be starters. And I think that they are excited and I think that they're hungry. So, we're going to see a lot of guys jumping off the line quick. We're going to see our secondary doing great as always. I'm super excited. Deacon, you always put down Joe Woods and his defense. And, I'm going to keep throwing it in your face because he's still there.
All right. No doubt. No, here's my thought. And I'm with you. Joe Woods does start slow as hell. He actually showed some blitzes in the preseason. I was completely shocked. I think if they should blitz the shit. See, that's the thing. They should blitz the shit out of Baker's ass. And I'm gonna ask y'all too. Name me 3 offensive weapons on the Carolina Panthers right now. Name 3.
Anderson. You got Anderson. The receiver. You got of course McCaffrey.
McCaffrey is the only one that I can think of.
And then you got Baker.
Injury prone.
See. I said 3 offensive weapons. Baker ain't no fucking weapon. I'm talking like a running back or tight end.
He's a weapon. He's throwing the ball. You got to be a weapon. You got to include a quarterback.
Who's the really big dude on their offensive line?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? That guy's a weapon. I don't know his name, but they got one dude that's freaking huge.
That was the whole reason I said name. Nobody knows the 3.
I don't know his name.
They gonna run the shit out of McCaffrey. And that might be the Achilles heel, but Baker is not gonna have time because they're gonna blanket like Ward and Newsome. They about to blanket whatever they put on a Higgins, man. I don't expect Higgins to have no big game, man. They know what's up. Yep. So it is what it is. But
I think it's funny that Baker thinks he knows our defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no clue about our defense.
Too bad Baker can't read a fucking defense, but it is what it is.
He can't see over the line.
Yeah, can't see over the line. They're gonna be jumping up, trying to bat the ball down and shit. It's gonna be funny, man.
That's one thing. Our defensive line is pretty tall.
No doubt. All right. Yeah. So to bring up what JB had said, Cynthia Frelund, make sure, had made a statement. She said she had interviewed Baker on the field. She mentioned that Baker said he gonna F us up. Then she recanted her statement on matter of fact on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, you know, with G. Bush and the Bull. She recanted it, and I'm like, to me, she just murdered her journalistic integrity by basically trying to take it back. Like, no, I don't want to call her name. It's too late. Just say the producer and them got on my ass. Director, I fucked up. And I shouldn't have said that.
I said what I shouldn't have said.
Yeah, I would have accepted that more than that bullshit that was coming out of her mouth. And I was like, no. So how do y'all feel about that, man?
Well, I feel like it ain't gonna change the way that the defense gonna play him and what they already think in his head that he said it, because he probably did say it. He probably didn't say it to her, but I'm sure he said it somewhere. So if I was the defense, I'd just still bank on him as saying it and play the game that accordingly. Now, as far as Baker, you don't want to ever be called a liar or say something or have somebody say that you said something that you didn't say. But at the same time, I think he could just backed it up and just went with it. And you already got that chip on your shoulder. I wouldn't have backed down from the statement. I'd have probably said I said it then, just to kind of, it out. But, hey, it's football, and any kind of edge you can get mentally or physically to get a win, hey, they're going to use them tactics.
Yeah, no doubt. Chrissy, what do you think?
Okay, so I read about when Baker supposedly came out and said he was going to F up the Browns. And like I said, he thinks he knows our defense, but he doesn't. And did he say it? Did he not say it? I don't care. He's not on our team anymore. Yes, we're going to go play against him. Yes, he used to be on our team. But you know what? I'm too busy trying to fill up this next week in between the preseason and the regular season game because I'm bored as hell. Thank God college football is Saturday. That's all I got to say. Oh, you know what? There's football tonight, isn't there? Yeah, there's football tonight. Why are we on here?
Oh, I might have to turn on. Well, we about to dip here in a minute. I'm gonna say this and
football on right now.
I'm gonna say this and be done. Based on Baker's cocky ass, field flag planting ass attitude, I believe he said that shit. I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have no proof. It's just my opinion, and I can't judge him or say going to jail.
Okay, let me ask you this though: why are you so upset that I'm a Buckeye fan. Okay, I love my Buckeyes. But why are you so upset that he planted a flag in our field after we did it to him?
Well, the thing is, it's about his arrogance and his cockiness, and his so-called chip on the shoulder, and then he does nothing about shit. He writes checks his
but he
ass.
Won that game.
That's college football.
Exactly, and he won the right to stick that flag in Ohio State field.
But that's part of his arrogance. That's part of his. I got in the NFL making progressive commercials beyond my stardom, and I wasn't really that good. Now I'm talking shit. He went on the podcast, pissed off at the Browns because they got rid of his ass. I believe he said it. Like I said, I have no proof. It's just my opinion. I believe he said that shit, and I do believe Miles kept it classy. They're gonna be all over his ass. 5 sacks.
My boy.
And I'm gonna be cracking the fuck up, and the first person I'm texting is JB. Ha ha.
Yes. Group chat, JB all night long.
Hey,
right. What's up now, JB?
I'll be watching the game with y'all, so you don't have to text me. I'll be seeing it right there.
Yep.
We got to talk about that Zoom thing. We can't go on like this. We can do better.
Hey, it works. It's great. People love it. We all get to talk and have a great time. You get to hear Sad Fridge. Sad Fridge.
I can't deal. It drives me ape shit. The only way I watched it, if you're not listening, BFO Christy does live feeds of certain things on Facebook, and
it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It gives us the ability to interact with other BFO and Browns fans, but it's just it freezes. It does this. It drives me ape shit. And
don't get me wrong. I fixed that. That was my bad during the first half of the game. That was my bad because I didn't have the Wi-Fi on my phone. So during the second half, I fixed it, and I even said I fixed it, and it worked fine the second half. So
all right, me and you're gonna talk about this after the show. All right, you guys, we are up against it. I appreciate you guys. Next week is week one more show until the start of the fucking season. I can't wait.
Can't take it anymore. I'm gonna pull my hair out.
It's so exciting. As you well, and if you don't know, Deshaun Watson is officially gone. He will not be back till October 14th. And it is what it is. We got to carry on. 6-5. That's good. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Like we say every week, go Browns, bitches.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Out. Peace.